Do you think that cheap property, right, is a good bargain? Because sometimes you must also understand, sometimes property is cheap. Do you know that all this cheap property can go even cheaper? So therefore, you need to be very, very careful into any property that you're investing into. So first thing first, right, there are a couple of things that you need to look into, such as high repair costs. Sometimes cheap property means everything is perfect, right? There's no reason why people should sell cheaper. Agree? So that's why, okay, if people are selling you a cheap property, a cheap bargain, then you need to really look into the unit and see whether is there any leaking, is there any problem, is there any repairs incurred, right, or something that is unrectifiable, right, that are in the unit, so that why people are selling you cheaper. So you need to look at all these high repair costs that may potentially be inside. Make sure you identify all these first. Second, is the rental in that area, right? Do they have the demand or not? So a lot of people buy the property and then they expect to rent out at the price that they want, and they did not study the market. And this will actually cause them to feel good themselves, like shock syndrome. You know what shock syndrome? So shock syndrome is because you buy this property already and then you expect that you can get this rental. But the people over there cannot afford to rent from you at this price, then you will never ever get this kind of rental coming in as well. So what you should actually look for in every area when you invest in the property is look at the area, look at the people, what kind of people, what kind of target tenant do you have in the area, and what is their affordability in renting a property from you. Therefore, you will buy a property to suit this group of people. It's how you can get good rental income when you invest into a property. It's by looking into the market, right, into the demographic of the area. Third is where a lot of people buy properties and it's very hard to resell. It's most likely because they not do pre-research, right, of the area of the properties. That's why sometimes when they buy overpriced property, they need to sell higher, right, in order for them to make money. And they are not willing to let go if they are making lesser as well. So therefore, they'll decide to keep the property, right, and it's very hard to resell. And because of this as well, the unit that is been selling, okay, may not be the right property to invest in if you do not study what is the potential of the resale later on in the future. If you do not study the market of the people, it's important for you to study the market, right? What are the people? Are there working adults over the area? Is there an industrial area? Or is there actually a student area? So you need to understand this. If it is an industrial area, look at the people over there. Are they high rank officers? Are they normal workers? If they are normal factory workers, right, what kind of property price are they can they afford to buy or not? Most likely it's property which are now 300,000-400,000. So if you're buying something which is about 800,000 or 600,000, right, in that kind of area, that is very difficult for you to resell in the future. Oh, of course, right, you can say, oh, there's always factory managers that can afford that. If you want to have a fast transition of buy and sell in properties, it's more important for you actually know that you are targeting the majority market or minority market. Of course, in the area there will be people who can afford, right? But you must look at what is the majority of the people that are in that area. Correct. So if you want fast resell, target the majority. If you want to sell at good profit, you can target the minority. But if you are targeting the minority, the chances for you to sell off is also lower, right? Because lesser people, lesser demand over that area. So these are the few things that you need to understand, all right, before consider the next cheap property bargain that you have, right, that you can achieve and that you encounter.